And this, the 6th All-American final in the 17-year history of the Ericsson.
We're strange ducks in the United States, where the tiebreaker was born. We believe that all sets were created equal. But in the ultimate set, everywhere else in the world, the 5th for men or 3rd with women, it's played out in the old deuce style. But as you pointed out, this is 5 tiebreak sets, and the 5th like the 1st. And what a tiebreaker yesterday with Venus Williams defeating Jennifer Capriati in the 3rd set. That was a marvelous drama. Not necessarily a marvelous match per se, but marvelous drama.
Yes, let's hope this one matches it. The Ericsson Open Final of 2001. Jan-Michael Gambill to serve to Andre Agassi. I'm sure.
Love 18.
Come on, Gamble, says somebody after he loses the first
Very
fight.
impatient with the boy, aren't they? My goodness gracious. Give him a chance. He'll win a point. I'm sure he'll win a point.
Love 30.
Well, perhaps betraying a little nerves, the biggest final he's ever contested.
Ah.
15-30.
Couple of big serves, draws him level. He's served more aces than anybody else during the tournament, 55, and more aces than anybody else on the tour this year so far. ...294 aces this year for Jan-Michael Gambill.
That title used to belong to Goran Ivanisevic.
How many strokes, Bud? Well, you lost count.
27.
I thought I could rely on you.
30-40.
It's a grueling rally.
Long back, but Agassi has a way of moving you just a little further than you want to go. And the lob was long.
Break point.
Game Agassi.
The ideal start for Agassi, an immediate break.
First game.
And you all approve, Bud, of the fact that he's wearing a cap again?
Yes, I think fellows of our cranial conformation and lack of covering thereon should, in this 72-degree Florida heat, wear a cap. There's Papa Gambill, Chuck the coach.
Yes, we're the follically disadvantaged, aren't we? In other words, we're going bald as kids.
Victims of alopecia. Oh,
15 love.
Nice hook, because it was only 98 miles an hour.
And Agassi has the first ace. Now there's Bill Norris, the trainer. Of course, only one match to worry about today, so he can sit courtside. We know that Gambill's been struggling with an arm injury. He's got a pinched nerve, I gather. This was the treatment he was receiving on Friday night against Leighton Hewitt. He had similar treatment during his match with Gaston Gaudio.
Ooh. Gambill knows how Patrick Rafter felt. This was the kind of shot that Patrick Rafter saw zip past him time and again yesterday. Look at that, bang. It bounces off the court and it is immediately intercepted by his racket. And you're always left off balance.
Gambill's first ace. There again we look at Chuck Gambill, Michael's dad. Looks a bit glum.
Have you ever seen him look happy?
Well, that's a good point.
Well, 2 aces and 2 service winners. That's recovery of form.
Agassi leads 2-1.
Interesting just reading the transcript of Gambill's press conference after his semi-final win over Leighton Hewitt, and saying that this year he feels so much more confident. He's really enjoying his tennis. He doesn't think he's just a big server now. He says his volleying has improved so much. Let's have a look at the fast facts of this, the second of the Tennis Masters Series tournaments. $3.4 million in prize money available for the men alone. Pete Sampras was the defending champion. Lake Cole is a version of hard courts. 14,000 the capacity of this stadium. 25,500 the total capacity of the whole grounds. Penn ATP balls being used throughout the Masters Series. Cliff Buchholz is the tournament director. His brother Butch is the tournament chairman. course, after this tournament, we will head over to Europe for the 3 clay court events in the Tennis Masters Series. The first of them starting 2 weeks tomorrow in Monte Carlo, and then we move on a couple of weeks after that to Rome and Hamburg as we prepare for the clay court major, the French Open at Roland Garros, where Andre Agassi, of course, clinched 2 years ago, I suppose 18 months ago, clinched the career Grand Slam. There's the lady in his life, and ironically, appropriately perhaps, the relationship started at Roland Garros in 99.
Yeah, with both their titles, that was her last, Steffi Graf, and I think it's a marvelous love affair. They're both radiant over it, and she never had any romance in her life before. It's just terrific. But her knees won't let her play anymore. That's a pity.
Well, we were admiring, weren't we, Bud, the Gambill forehand, which seemed to have Agassi on the defensive. He doesn't know the word defense.
Not at all. Well, and that's not doing enough with the ball. It's as simple as that. You give Andre that shot, he's going to make it 99 times out of 100.
49.
Both Andre and Steffi Graf are in the Ericsson Hall of Fame. There's a Hall of Fame for players in the history of this tournament. They were inducted last year. Oh!
That's Jamaica's first winner off the ground. Yes, this year they inducted Pete Sampras and Chris Evert.
Now that... he had plenty of time, and that's the result. Well, he set that up well, and then he couldn't volley. He rushed Andre, which is difficult to do, but with no effect.
So Agassi hanging on to the early service break, and so far he's conceded just 2 points on serve.
Well, sometimes you make a lousy shot and it pays off.
39.
Not very often, but watch the good luck that Gambill had. Well, he made 2 awkward volleys. The first one to set up that net cord, and he gets the point. Oh, Andre was totally out of that. because Gambill running around his backhand, then going down the left line, was totally unexpected. He runs around it, and Andre thought he was going cross-court, inside out, but no.
Game Gambill.
Second in the straight love service game for Jan-Michael Gambill.
Agassi, Williamson.
Finished off with that third ace of the match. So Gambill has got over that hesitant, nervy start, but the problem is, of course, he's a breakdown.
Yeah, when you give Andre a break to sit on immediately, it's a tough advantage, but...
Well, he needs to get the first serve in and get that percentage up, because if he does, he wins the point, period.
And he's been serving, he served above 50% against Leighton Hewitt, but that's just about the only match this week or this fortnight that he's done that.
But it's to his great credit, against the best returner in the game, that when he's got the first serve in, he's won the point, period. But there's the clear message for Jan-Michael Gambill: get more first serves in, because you've got a good enough serve to worry even the best.
That's even probably a pretty good rule for you hackers out there, too. Get that first serve in. Hazel Whiteman, who was one of the all-time greats. The Whiteman Cup was named for her. She donated it, and we belonged to the same club in Boston, Longwood. And I was double faulting a lot, not that I had any hope of being anybody. And she said, well, I will tell you how to cure your double faulting. And I said, oh, how's that? I'm looking at this sage woman with the blue eyes. She's about 5 feet tall. Get your first serve in. You'll never double fault.
What a lovely sight. The blue sky, a packed stadium. And Andre Agassi coming into the picture as well. Life's pretty good. Sunday afternoon in the sunshine. 3-2.
Well, an opening. Yeah, this is a pretty nice place to be. Within a few hundred yards, people are swimming, boating, fishing, the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, another hook. Only 82 miles an hour, but so well placed.
His second ace, both of them coming in that manner. And he gets Agassi going the wrong way with this forehand.
There's a chance now for Jan-Michael. And how those chances fly away.
Brad Gilbert, never still for a second, seldom quiet for a second.
Bit much wisdom in what he says. Coaching Andre. That's rare.
Yes.
First juice game of the match, which has now been in progress for 18 minutes. Took 17 minutes for Andre to win the first set yesterday.
19 to 24 points. 24 and 5, was that it? Yes.
Now then.
Wow.
Gambill's first break point. He's made it, and he breaks back.
Beautifully arranged by John Michael Gambill. With a nice forehand that took Andre way out of the court to set up this. A nice buggy whipped forehand had preceded this shot.
So 3-all. A break of serve each.
Well, you won't see a nicer backhand.
Don't want to drop the ball short against Agassi.
Well, how do you open up a court? What a 1-2 punch.
Go Gambill.
Ace number 4. And 3 straight games for Jan Michael Gambill. And this has been a fine fight back by the 23-year-old. Well, we were saying, Bud, at the start, before the match started, that he's resilient, and he's shown his resilience in this first set, not put off by new balls being brought out, not being put off by that bad opening service game.
Well, he's in that realm of extreme confidence now, the way he's been saving match points, winning matches, winning the tournament at Delray, having a terrific tournament in Indian Wells. He was pretty worn down by the time he lost to Kafelnikov in the quarterfinals because he had just come from Delray. But this kid, it's nice to see because he is a very nice kid. A lot of people, he has a little bit of a belligerent attitude out on the court. And I ran into a doctor last night at dinner who was obviously a tennis nut, and he said, I wish he was a better kid. And I said, you're wrong. He's a really good kid, but he does have a little bit of a spiky attitude when he's out on the court. I said, he's a really friendly kid. He doesn't turn down autograph requests, and he's always, once in a while he startles me. When I'll go to a press conference or something, and he'll say, "How have you been?" And I'll go, "Gee."
Yes, indeed. And I don't think anything wrong with having a spiky attitude on the court. It's a competitive business, a little bit of belligerence. Okay.
He's not rude. He's not. He throws a racket once in a while. Even the Paragon, Ken Rosewall, did that every now and again. Never. Well, I've seen it.
My hero, my childhood hero.
Well, he's a hero of all of us.
Agassi showing the new balls to his opponent, 3-4. It's those returns down the line that did so much damage to Leighton Hewitt in the semi-finals.
Boy, didn't they? He had no answer.
Taking the match to Agassi.
Very good to come in on that ball. Doesn't hesitate for an instant. He was coming. Well, I think you've got to try to do that more often against Agassi. You're going to get past, but you've got to try it.
14-13.
And I'm glad that Gambill has that outlook on things instead of saying, well, I'll stay back and hit one more groundie. Be daring.
Just pushed it long. But again, he was going for it. So, match really coming alive now. Agassi doing well to withstand the challenge in that particular service game. 4-all.
You sort of feel like you're in an orange grove here in this stadium because yesterday they gave out orange caps to everyone who came in. And they're all wearing them. It's the Ericsson logo on it, but they're quite attractive. Ooh. That's his biggest, 126 miles an hour.
Yes, he's averaging 116 for his first serve. Agassi, 96.
I'm about 37.
That's your age, bud,
Oh,
isn't it?
thank you. Number of unforced errors in the first set. Well, you would have had to be Pat Rafter to deal with that one. But Gambill's got the right idea. Too sharp an angle.
And you mentioned yesterday that the action that Agassi gets on the return, the way he closes the wrist, comes over the ball to get it to dip.
Not easy to volley at all.
Beautiful length.
23 strokes.
Come on, Gambill.
Fifth ace from Gambill. So Gambill holds. Aces count reaches 6, and he leads by 5 games to 4. Andre Agassi will have to serve to stay in this opening set.
So John Michael Gambill has come out of that opening game break, and he's another banana man. Get that potassium, a little energy during the match. And he fully feels that he can beat Agassi. He thinks he can beat anybody right now during this patch of the season when he's been virtually invincible. He's lost a couple of matches, but won a tournament, and the way he has staved off match points has raised his belief in himself.
Let's just take you through the Tennis Master Series calendar. Of course, Andre Agassi, the winner in Indian Wells. We start 2 weeks tomorrow in Monte Carlo, then the other clay court events, Rome and Hamburg. Then after the Roland Garros and Wimbledon, we'll be back in North America for Montreal and Cincinnati. After the US Open, back to Europe for the indoor tournament, Stuttgart and Paris. And then we're down to Australia. Looking forward to that. The Superdome in Sydney, starting on November the 13th. The Tennis Masters Cup for the top 8 players in the champions race at the end of the year.
Andre will be one of them. You've already predicted that yesterday. But Gambill could be another.
Yes, certainly. If he continues in the way he's progressing. He's having a great year, winning a lot of matches. Now then, pressure on Agassi. I always think the first point of a game such as this, when you're serving to either win a set or save a set, just sets the tone. So Agassi will be delighted to be up 15-love.
Well, you've got to hit a little better drop shot than this. Yeah, it's going to float and stay there.
Yeah, it's more like a mini lob than a drop shot. You don't expect Andre to miss a shot like that, but he was sort of pushing it. For once, he wasn't really hitting through it.
Well, let it get a little close to him.
Of course, he had to go to a tiebreak in the first set of the final with Sampras in Indian Wells. 7-6, then 7-5, and then 6-1.
What a second serve.
Well, you always hope that a final will live up to expectations, provide a really good contest, and that's certainly true of this first set, with Gambill recovering from the loss of the first 2 games.
Full house, almost 14,000 people here. Crandon Park, Key Biscayne, sticks out from Miami.
Up to 7.
It's a nice, simple serving motion. No hitches.
Yeah, 6'2" Gambill, and he uses that height exceptionally well. Now, even to my comparatively untutored eye, I spotted the error there. Racket head right down.
Yeah, didn't bend.
See there, he drops it below the wrist.
There's only one guy who can make that volley, John McEnroe. Straight up, racket wherever he feels like it. But then we're talking about a genius of a volleyer.
Well, he was cruising at 40 love. Not now, 40-30. Dad's looking glummer by the moment.
Glum, glummer, glummest.
Just waiting until the ball girl got back to her position. So there's the view from the Windstar airship overhead Crandon Park. As Jan Michael Gambill moves ahead by 6 games to 5.
The fruition of Butch Buchhold's dream. Butch was a touring professional back in the 60s when professional tennis was about 5 or 6 guys. Rod Laver, Ken Rosewall, Pancho Gonzalez. But he said this could be a great game, and we've got to have a magnificent tournament. Of course, the 4 majors were there, not what they are today, but he wanted a tournament for the players. They called it the Players International at first, and Butch, who could remember sometimes traveling in the outback of Australia, making maybe $100 a match or something like that as a professional, thought he could build something where it would be good for everyone. And this is it, because the fans and the press and the players are all on equal footing here. And it is the finest tennis stadium in the United States, if not the world. Although I better shut up, because there is a place called Center Court Wimbledon, which is so rare and unusual with all the sight lines. But this is the best in the United States. Indian Wells is very good, but it's larger.
Yeah, it's too big.
Too big.
And the Arthur Ashe Stadium...
and that's a monstrosity.
That's way too big. But there you see all the outside courts as well. And all the hospitality villages, the food tents. Yeah, it's a beautifully staged event.
And it's the only tournament, I think, in the world where you can get a delicacy called an arepa. Have you had one of those? It's a Latin American cheese and cornbread. And it's wonderful. That was my lunch today. An arepa.
5-6.
Ooh.
Ace number 3.
Oh!
Just long. Oh, terrific tennis from both of them in that rally.
Agassi finally driving Gambill to an untenable position.
Surprised by the depth of the return. Two aces in the game from Andre, 4 in the set, and it's tie-break time. Both of them have a winning record in tie-breaks this year. But Gambill's is slightly the more impressive.
Well, these crowds have been exceptional for American tennis crowds. They really get into it. Particularly yesterday for Williams and Capriati. That's the kind of confidence Gambill is showing during this stretch. He really came in with a second serve.
Yes, it lifted, it had pace, 107 miles an hour. So an immediate mini break for Gambill. Point against the serve.
Well, Andre is the original shirt hitcher, and Gambill follows through, doing it too. Ooh.
Oh, he lost the point, but I was just thinking back to the forehand he played off Hewitt's smash, and now he plays a backhand off Agassi's.
Yeah. He shifted. He looked as though he was going to go cross court, then changed his mind.
The mini break is quickly cancelled out.
2-all.
Three-quarters of an hour they've been out there now. Intriguing opening set. And he's benefited from some surprising errors on the forehand from Agassi. We look at the Mac Cam, named after the famous John McEnroe.
Well,
good call. Mind you, if Johnny Mac was still playing, he'd still argue with the camera.
Oh, yes, he would. He'd probably kick the camera.
3-all.
I'm sure you were there, Bud, when they first introduced the line monitor machine on the service line. Cyclops. Wimbledon, and Ili Nastasi on the first day got down on all fours, examined it from every angle, and declared in a loud voice, Russian.
Yes, that was something. Cyclops has had its good days and bad. Not being used here. I still prefer the human eye, though it may be faulty sometimes. Guess I'm a Luddite.
Yeah, I would hate to see all line judges replaced. It takes all the drama out of it.
Oh, listen. Well, you will not see that very often. Even if you're watching Andre Agassi on a daily basis, he's going to make 3 volleys.
4-3.
And that's the third. Voila!
What a stretch.
Oh, Andre, you better start playing doubles and volley like that.
A little nod of approval from Gambill at his opponent. Missed it.
5-3. Agassi.
So Agassi, who at one stage was down a mini break, is now up.
No reason to miss this.
(3-5). First set tiebreak. No reason to miss that either from Andre.
4 Agassi. Come on, Gambill, break it back.
But Agassi now with 2 service points to come. If he wins them both, the set is his.
Oh.
Third forehand winner of the set from Andre Agassi, and it gives him 2 set points.
He caught Gambill moving the wrong way. Ooh.
Just as he did against Sampras, Agassi takes the first set tiebreaker. Brad Gilbert on his feet, thinking, all right, Andre, in that final in Indian Wells, you went on to win in straight sets. He'd love him to do the same, but we've talked about the strength of character, the resilience of Gambill. This match is far from over.
I think so. Just as yesterday we saw Andre Bagel Patrick Rafter in 17 minutes, 6-love in the first, but then Rafter came back raging because they're professionals. They don't sit around like you and I and mope if they lose a love set. They come battling back harder, and that's what Rafter did, although he eventually lost the match in the third. Now this is the moment that everyone lives for, the women anyway.
Let's have a look at the statistics of that opening set. Look at the first serve percentages.
Oh!
Quite a difference.
83%. And he wasn't patballing them either. He came up with a service winner on set point.
The interesting thing, though, after that is that Gambill has a better ratio of winners to unforced errors +3 than Andre +1. They both took the one break point. That's great. Gambill, although he's coming to the net more, has a lower percentage of points won, which still the volleying, as we saw with that one volley where he dropped the racket head below the wrist.
Yeah.
It's patchy, the volleying still.
Very patchy.
But isn't that a glorious sight? The stadium packed all the way up to the top tiers, and everyone basking in spring sunshine in Florida.
Well, they had a lot of problems coming here, political problems. A lot of people didn't seem to want tennis on Key Biscayne, but it's worked out well for the neighborhood. And they're only permitted to do it 3 weeks a year. And then the light poles go down, some of the bleachers go down, and you wouldn't know that this stadium existed.
15 love.
You can see there's a lot of room around the court here. Plenty of space for the players to run. A fifth ace for Agassi. And no doubles. Opening the shoulders on that one, 121 miles an hour. Oh, well, I've put the kiss of death on him, didn't I? First double. The curse of the commentators, we know it. Know it as. Oh. As we were saying about the Gambill volley.
That's painful.
First game, second set.
Yes, when you set up the point and you've got a comfortable volley and you miss it. Tough to take.
His volleying is suspect. He played Davis Cup doubles with Justin Gimelstob against Switzerland, against Enzo Monta and Roger Federer, and the Swiss cleaned up on them, and neither he nor Gimelstob seemed to have much idea what they were doing out there playing doubles. So he's got to volley better because he sure set that up well. And that would have been deuce instead of serving at love one.
Yes, and of course, if you miss sitters, they gnaw away at your mind, and you think about the last point instead of the next point. Ah, there's Andy Roddick in the crowd, the young man who beat Pete Sampras.
Good for him. Watching and trying to learn something.
Not happy with that shot, understandable. There's the winners and unforced. You can see both of them equally proficient at both, I suppose we could say. And Gambill struggling a little bit with the sun, I noticed, on that serve. And of course, the clocks went forward overnight, so we are now a little less sleep.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes, and Chuck Gambill won't be happy with his son's start to the second set. He doesn't want to fall behind as he did in the first. Problems here, 2 break points. So far, both men have converted every chance. That's long. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, he's paying a heavy price for a lot of unforced errors in this set from
very loose.
Gambill. Look at that, 6 unforced errors already in this set, and we've only played 2 games. And that is shooting yourself in the foot.
Full-blooded. Twice, and he's going to hit the... No, it's inside the line. I thought as it originated, he hit the baseline, but it was a little inside.
Yes, Gambill bites back. He's got a little bit of his frustration out on the last 2 points.
He was aided by a net cord ball that conveniently popped up in his shooting gallery and enabled him to hit that first forehand and then finish it with the backhand.
All credit to Gambill for staying in the rally for so long.
He did prolong it all right, but was finally victimized by a forehand. That shot was a little too short.
And the match is now an hour old.
Oh.
Agassi roars back from love, 30 down, 4 straight points, ending with the 6th ace.
From love 30.
And things are looking a little difficult now for Jan-Michael Gambill. Down a set and a break.
Well, that Mooster win that you mentioned was particularly satisfying in that he had been almost killed down here 10 years earlier when he was run over by a drunken driver and had a long period of rehabilitation. Nobody thought at all that he would return to tennis, and he returned as a champion. Great spirit, Thomas Mooster.
Oh, yes, if you had a battle, you'd send for Mooster.
I think so.
Mooster and Courier.
Yeah.
Those two, take them in the trenches any day.
I should say so. Well, it's best of 5, remember. And Jan-Michael Gambill not out of it yet.
Serving with new balls.
That means we must have played 16 games.
13 and 3, yeah. I just about managed that with my fingers. Centre service judge taking one on the arm.
Looks like Karen Fortescue, but I can't tell with those sunglasses.
Second double fault from Gambill. His first was in the second point. There she gets one.
Gee. No time for those. She did recover. Oh, not good enough. It was the right idea. A lob would have beaten Agassi. That shot, if it had been hit well, would have cleared this guy.
And if that shot had won, it would have overtaken his forehand off Hewitt smash as the shot of the tournament. As it is, the lady line judge at the far end had to move very quickly again.
Yeah.
15:30.
She'll have earned her $100 a day. White. Well, it's a 6, David, in your country.
Yes.
And I guess in Australia as well, and other places.
Yes, in cricket terms, and a foul ball in yours.
Nothing, yeah, just a foul ball. But here it comes. Oh, Sir Donald Bradman couldn't have done better.
Yes, the late Sir
Late,
Donald
yeah.
now, sadly. The greatest batsman of all time, no doubt about that, in cricket.
Oh, there is no doubt about it, is there? I mean, that was he. Oh.
Well, Gambill does well. At 15:30, I thought this set might race away from him, but he shows his resilience once again. Yes, I was actually working in Dubai at the tournament there when Sir Don died earlier this year, and the papers there, of course, there's a huge population from the Indian subcontinent, from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, which are great cricketing nations, and they devoted page after page to Donald Bradman. Very fitting tributes indeed. 3-1 Agassi leads. I suppose in
Did you ever see him play?
Sadly, no. No, I've seen film of him. I suppose what someone like Babe Ruth in baseball would be the equivalent.
Yes, yes. A little different lifestyle. Babe was a pretty rollicking figure.
Well, rather late the call, but it's better to be late than right than quick and wrong. But Gambill just having a quiet word.
Oh!
A pass that Agassi would have been proud of.
Anybody. He'll go wide with just the one hand.
Very impressive stats from Andre Agassi at the net, winning 70% of the points. And coming in quite a lot.
Agassi 4 games to 1.
So Andre looking very good. We showed you the unforced errors by set. Let's see how the winners are shaping up in this second set. So again, Gambill now in the second set, Bud. More unforced errors, fewer winners equals problems.
Big problems. And yet, as we look at it, just a breakdown. They'll have to break Agassi, of course, in one of the next 2 games to catch up. Serving games for Agassi.
Now then, Rod Laver in the back, and who's that in the front? No, it's Butch.
Butch Buchholz,
yes.
Rod Laver. Well, he gets my vote as the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, me too. It's one of those lovely, fascinating conversations, isn't it? A lot of people going for Pete Sampras. To me, he's got to win the French.
Sure.
To claim that. Fru McMillan, with whom I do a lot of work over in Europe, always says that Lou Hode at his best.
At his best. I've heard that from many people. I didn't see him at his best. And Bill Tilden, we have a Tilden fan I heard pipe up somewhere near our booth. And Big Bill, the people who saw him say, look, with the present day equipment, and he would be as good or better than anyone. So they're the perennial arguments. There's no doubt that there are more good players now today.
Yes, it's the strength in depth of tennis now. I mean, the Grand Slams, even in Laver's day, you had pretty comfortable first rounds unless you were unlucky.
But you still had to be at the top of your game on each of those occasions. And
well, Gambill needs to be on the top of his game right here. He's a set and 1-4 behind. Eighth ace, but first of the set.
In a while, yeah. You're my puppet, says Andre.
Yes, Chinese water torture, isn't it, to play a baseline rally against this man. Oh, gosh. Another horrible error. There have been too many of them from Gambill in this second set. The crowd get on his back, so he gets on theirs. And he actually used that negative energy against in his match with Gaudio.
Yeah. It's not a bad bounce, actually.
Well, unlike Andre to let that last forehand go, one or two people thinking the ball was out on his baseline earlier in the rally. And was it? No, it wasn't.
No. Officiating's been pretty good, I believe, throughout this tournament.
So the first time in the match that a break point hasn't been turned into a break of serve. He's making life very hard for himself, Gambill. He's not coming in as much in this second set. He's only been to the net 5 times.
I think maybe he was discouraged by the bad volleying he did, but he was doing pretty well with it in the first set.
Yeah, and
It gave Agassi something more to think about rather than just baselining.
yeah. I don't think Jan Michael is going to beat Andre Agassi from the back of the court. Second break point of this game. Oh, unlucky. Denied by the little bleeper device that goes off in the umpire's ear and tells him it hit the net. Well, that's really tough because the string
double break.
Yes, a double break. Indeed, the break of the string, the break of the serve. Here it goes, and when a modern string goes, it's like playing with a trampoline. You've got no control.
As soon as he heard it, he knew he was done for.
Agassi, 5-1, serving for 2 sets to love. And Andre seldom loses from 2 sets to love. Body language is a little negative at the moment.
The task will start to look Himalayan. From 2 sets down, and you're looking up at Andre on the Hillary steps.
Three set points.
Second set, Agassi.
Seventh ace, a love service game. And Agassi has the final by the throat. After an hour and 21 minutes, it is going to be a real test of the resilience of Jan Michael Gambill if he's going to attempt to come back from here.
Well, it's been done, of course, but it's very difficult against a man of Agassi's stature.
And also in that last game, there didn't seem to be the belief in Gambill anymore. He was sort of faffing around a bit, wasn't he?
For the first time in the tournament, he hasn't expressed extreme confidence in whatever he did, whether it was stroke making or stance or outlook. And he's down right now.
All right, let's have a look at the second set statistics. Whoa.
Gee whiz.
Andre,
he was 83 in the first set. He's
terrible.
tumbled to 81. Awful, awful.
But look at Gambill. I mean,
oh, gee.
No wonder he's not coming to the net too much. And then you look at the winners to unforced errors again. Andre, 6 of each. Gambill, 5 winners, 14 unforced errors. You can't play like that against the man who is undoubtedly the best player in the world at the moment. Andre Agassi will get away with it, and he didn't. And he lost the set 6-1. So Gambill's got to get his first serve percentage up. He's got to cut out the unforced errors and go back to the tactics he started the match with. Because, you know, they nearly brought him the first set to lose in a tie break.
He might as well be daring, bold, charge of the light brigade.
So Andre in that lovely feeling, and Steffi Graf knows all about being in command of matches. She was in command of so many throughout her career. What a great player.
Where she's setting, that was almost like a ghostly figure there, wasn't it? Yes. A vision. Well, she is a vision. All right, John Michael. Come on, kid. I'm supposed to be neutral, but I want to see you get going.
There's the lovely view from overhead, the golf course, and the top of the picture where they play a seniors PGA event. Well, he only served 1 ace in the second set, so that's a much better start. His 9th of the match.
Well, I saw a political figure here earlier. George Mitchell, former senator who was useful in the Irish peace talks, and one of our better ones. Oh.
Isn't that one of the better points?
Well, Andre is not thinking, well, let's help this young kid along. He'd just like to squash him like a bug.
I think I'm right in saying that there is a tennis connection with Senator Mitchell, who has done a great job in Northern Ireland. His wife used to work for Jon Tyriak for many years.
Well, he plays tennis. He's a very avid hacker. Well, why not try the serve and volley? Maybe that's why not.
But I hope he continues.
Sure. Well, he's in a position where just try anything. Always change a losing game, said Bill Tilden. Oh! You'll see Agassi in full cry here. Gee. Open stance, lets it go. His father, Mike, who taught him, said he's playing the new tennis I gave him, which stems from boxing.
It's going to be long.
And Mike Agassi said that's a right uppercut from boxing. And Mike Agassi was an Olympic boxer for Iran before coming to the United States.
Yes, and it looks as if Andre might be about to land a knockout blow.
Yeah.
Break point. Neat footwork, because of course if it had hit him on the full off the net court, it would have been a let for serve and not a fault.
Oh.
Yeah. Agassi continues his dominance since the first set tiebreak. There's only been one man in it.
First game, third set.
That's 4 straight games. Gambill has lost 3 of his last 4 service games. And if it was a Himalayan effort, well, now he's got to go up the south
Neil
face.
Armstrong on the moon.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, the south face without oxygen,
yeah,
I think, of Everest.
Oxygen. Now that's a point in which Gambill could have been up.
15 left.
Well, Steffi fidgeting a little bit in her seat. She's probably thinking, come on, Andre, finish this off. It's 2:10. It's lunchtime. Come on.
Time for stone crab over at Joe's.
That would be nice. I had some nice crab cakes down on South Beach last
Yeah,
night. That's a
the
place and a half, isn't it?
Sure is. It jumps.
Oh, so does Andre. I mean, Gambill, to his credit, is going for it, and he's playing some great shots. The trouble is they're coming back.
Now Andre is now putting on a performance. Look at this. You put him in trouble, and he puts you in misery. Showtime, Andre. Show him what you can do if you got a chance. Wonk. Steffi ought to sit with Chuck Gambill. They both look like the world's ending.
Well, at least he's continuing to press forward. He's not being put off, and I'm sure he's right to do that. He's just got to say to himself, well, if the guy continues to play like this and passes me all the time, at least I'm going to pick up a check for $233,000.
somehow a bomb.
Agassi.
5 straight games now for Agassi.
Agassi leads 2 games to 1.
And I remind you, if he wins this match, as seems increasingly likely, he sets 3 new records today. Oldest man ever to win the Ericsson, first man to win 4 Ericssons, and the first man to win 12 Tennis Masters Series titles. And who knows what more records he will set before his career is over. Maybe, just maybe, he'll become the 3rd man to win all 4 majors in the same year, the Grand Slam.
I'd love to see it.
Oh, yes.
Long time since Steffi Graf did it in 88, Rod Laver in 69. Wouldn't that be something, Graf and Agassi
Yes.
owning a Grand Slam? Mine's shinier than yours is.
15.
Yeah, she can always point out, mine was a golden Grand Slam because she won the Olympic gold in Seoul in the same year. Of course, Andre is the only man to have won all 4 majors and an Olympic gold in Atlanta.
Right, right.
Sadly, none of the others, Perry, Budge, Laver and Emerson, had a chance because it was the time they were playing when tennis was not in the Olympics. I don't know if you picked that up. He said, "Somebody help me out here." But off you go.
Well, I'm not sure that we could beat Andre if we were playing doubles, John, Michael, and I. Well, Andre bageled Patrick Rafter yesterday. Is he going to end this with a bagel? It's a great town for bagels. That South Beach you were talking about, magnificent bagels over there, Miami Beach. They taste better than they look on your resume, however, John Michael. Eddie Dibbs, the man who coined the expression bagel, is from Miami Beach.
The 6 love sets. Oh, yes. You have to admire the man. I mean, Gambill is busting the gut out there still, but Agassi's too good.
15-14.
Now, Gambill makes one of his better volleys in that he got it over all right, but
Game Agassi.
This is done and dusted. Agassi up 2 sets to love and 2 breaks.
I think he's going to win the title.
You're a man who really puts your neck
Go
on
out
the
the
block.
limb, out the limb.
Unbelievable performance by Andre Agassi. Yes, maybe he should be up there with the gods because he's playing some godlike tennis this year.
He is today, and he has most, well, for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and undoubtedly the outstanding player of the year. Of course, last year he started so well, winning the Australian, but then didn't win another title all year. Not like that this year.
No, he ran into trouble that only hours after he had won the Australian Open, he was on a plane to Zimbabwe for a Davis Cup first rounder for the United States. Played his heart out. There was slight altitude. He came off the court sick after beating Byron Black to bring the United States even, actually, 2-all. Chris Woodruff won it for them, but he wasn't right after that. And then personal problems with his mother, Betty, his sister, Tammy, contracting breast cancer, and they're much better now. But a lot of things weighing on Andre, and he just was empty. But he came back strong. He knew what he wanted to do, and he was, on Christmas Day, that's Joe Reyes, his trainer, had him running up that hill outside Las Vegas, Magic Mountain they call it. What's going on there? Magic Mountain. Andre runs up and down until he's actually vomiting. And his physical condition is superb.
Well, we don't know what Jan-Michael Gambill was saying to umpire Lars Graf. Thought for a moment he might say, can I surrender?
Yeah, can you stop it?
Yeah, stop the contest. Save me from further punishment. Sorry, not in tennis. 3-love.
Ooh.
Well, I think now it's like going to a concert with a great soloist performing. You've heard the orchestra, and now just settle back and watch and admire a great performer in action.
30-18.
Half expected
3 mighty blows.
Yeah. There's Governor Bush of Florida, Jeb Bush, brother of the president, son of a president.
Tennis player. He was out the other day at Moore Park in Miami, where the Ash Buchholz tennis complex has been rehabbed, and he was out there to help open it in the inner city. Another terrific thing the Buchholz brothers are doing here in Florida. And Jeb said he played a lot of junior tennis when he was in Texas. But fortunately for his brother, he was the governor here last year.
Cheers.
Well, one of the surprising things about this match is that this is now only the 4th deuce match of the contest. '23rd winner of the match from Agassi.
Has he done anything wrong today? He's put his cap on crookedly a couple of times.
Served a double fault.
Oh,
One.
he did. He did. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
His first serve percentage is dropping alarmingly. It's down to a mere 80% now.
Oh, I knew he'd fail.
83 in the first set, 81 in the second. Just wide. 7 straight games. He needs only 2 more.
Well, 2 hands are not better than one today for Gambill. Both ways, two-handed. A style that we believe originated, at least in the top level of tennis, by Lorne Maine, a Canadian, back in the 1950s, who won Monte Carlo when that was one of the top amateur events. He's still playing down here in Florida, the seniors. Most famous exponent, of course, is Monica Seles. Is that going to drop in? No.
Yes, Fru McMillan was, of course, an outstanding doubles player who played two-handed on both wings, always refers to Monica Seles as the queen of we double-handers.
She is, too. There have been a few others. Jean Mayer, who played Davis Cup for the United States, but they are an odd breed.
Well, Agassi now bewitching him with a selection of spins. That one, the vicious underslice. Normally, of course, he plays with topspin. Fabrice Santoro, another double-handed player on both wings, is the master of spins. He weaves a web.
Oh, gee. He is an evil man, according to Marat Safin, who can't seem to beat him. A conjurer. Oh.
15, 13.
Third double, and I'm afraid Gambill's resistance is beginning to crumble.
Gambill, get fired up.
Oh, there it is. There's the guy who's been yelling all day. Get fired up, he says. I think you'd have to put a match to him to do that.
Yes, the only man who's on fire today is this man.
15, 14.
Gambill had a good chance here with an easy short ball, but puts it right into Andre's wheelhouse.
2 points to make it 5-love in this third set. Well, we've discovered another one of Agassi's shortcomings. He's only converted now on 5 of 7 break points.
And he was unable to hit a passing shot from about 20 feet behind the court.
The double fault ends the match as a match. Now all we await, frankly, is the coronation, the procession down the aisle of the cathedral, and the placing of the Ericsson Open crown on the head of Andre Agassi. He'll serve for the match, leading 5-love in the third. And I think we've got one statistic up our sleeves for you. Oh, well, I'm told we haven't got it because the computer that you were berating before is leaving us down. But
my IBM stink pad.
Yeah. You're obviously sponsored by them, but
I don't think I could be.
But let's just talk about Andre Agassi and his performances this year. You know, he's like a good bottle of claret, isn't he? He's just maturing beautifully,
yes,
getting better and better.
Oh, boy. A Grand Cru, Andre. Well, he's just so at ease with his life now. He's in love. Steffi Graf, he's been whipped into the best physical condition of his life by Gilbert Reyes. He knows this is what he wants. I think when he tumbled to 140 in the rankings a few years ago, he was rich, he was idolized. I don't think he realized what he had and what he wanted. And he matured. He's practically the patriarch of the tour. He's 31. He's gone from punk to patriarch because in his earlier years he was a bit of a bundle to handle. But he got over that, and his charitable works are fantastic. He's now building schools. And for kids who ought to have better educational opportunities. So a bagel starts to roll right here.
Lovely fishing.
Second double fault. Followed by an 8th ace, only one fewer than Gambill.
See John Michael run.
What a way to move to 2 championship points.
And watch this. It's really a half volley. Serving percentage is going down, though, David.
Oh! Well, a masterclass from the maestro. Jan-Michael Gambill, along with Andy Roddick and Marty Fish and Taylor Dent, may represent the future of American tennis. But Andre Agassi is American tennis. Indeed, he's world tennis at the moment. He is, to quote an American phrase, the man. And the smile says it all. Agassi has played the 3 top tournaments of the year so far. He's won the 3 top tournaments of the year so far. There is no limit to his talent. It could be a year in which there is no limit to his achievement. He is getting better and better. Congratulations from Alan Mills, the referee, of course the referee at Wimbledon as well. And who knows, Andre, well, he's due for a second Wimbledon crown. It's been a long time since he won there, beating Goran Ivanisevic in '92. But I really think we are now realistically talking about the possibility of a slam of the 4 majors in 1 year.
Well, I think if you don't think about it, you're just remiss because this guy standing out ahead of everyone. It's a long road to go, of course. Paris in May, June, Wimbledon in June, July, and the U.S. Open in August, September. But he's not going to play Davis Cup. He's not going to drain himself that way. He feels he's given enough, and he has helped win a couple of cups for the United States. And he is plotting very carefully, taking good care of himself. The Grand Slam, well, Jim Courier had a couple of them going in, Australian and the French. When would that have been? 1992, and losing to Olhavsky at Wimbledon. And then
Mats Wilander won 3.
Mats Wilander had 3, but he had 2 in a row also, and then went aground at Wimbledon. That's very rare stuff.
Let's just, although the cameras are obviously concentrating on Andre, talk a minute, as it's party time, about his opponent, Jan-Michael Gambill. I mean, it has been a year of great progress for him. He's established himself now.
Absolutely. He wasn't embarrassed out here. You look at the score and say, where was he? But he was just up against a madman shot maker this afternoon. And Jan-Michael Gambill has come along well. He's won a tournament this year. And I don't think his confidence was busted by losing to Agassi.
This is how it all finished off, with Andre closing out the victory in just an hour and 49 minutes. Yep, and a little turn to the people who mean most to him, and the smile is as broad as ever. Just a few moments while our American colleagues and CBS are offered a commercial break, and no doubt Andre's being told what's going to happen in the presentation ceremony, which is going to be emceed, by the way, by Tony Trabert, a great former American champion. But, well, as the music dies, there's the scene from up above. So I think we're almost ready for that ceremony. Jan-Michael Gambill deciding, well, I ought to put a clean shirt on. I can afford another one of those.
Well, he was taken to the cleaners already.
But Andre is so thrilled, isn't he? It's wonderful to see. As you said, he's a man at peace, at ease with himself, with his life, his work life, his private life. So confident of his own abilities, and so he should be.
When did you first see him, David?
You know, when he lost his first ever match at the US Open, which I think he was about 16, 17, because he
16, yeah.
Because he lost to the British #1, Jeremy Bates, you know, and you thought,
Jeremy can dine out on that, can he?
Yes, he can. Yes, I don't think he won any of their subsequent encounters, but that's when I first saw Andre Agassi play. And so we await. Here we go. Tony Trabert.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a special hand for Andre Agassi, Jan-Michael Gambill. It's now my pleasure to introduce the tournament chairman, Mr. Butch Buchholz. Butch?
Thank you, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my opportunity to say thank you to some very special people. To the players, to the ATP, we're just grateful for all the support they give us these 2 weeks. And I don't know if you read, but the tournament won the Tournament of the Year, voted by the ATP players. So we're obviously very proud of that. A special thank you to our volunteers and to the ball persons who did such a great job. Alan Mills, our referee, who's been with us for 17 years. To my brother Cliff, the tournament director, and Adam Barrett, and all of our staff. I honestly believe we have the best staff in the business. And we have a special guest here today, the only person ever to win the Grand Slam in tennis 2 times, Mr. Rod Laver. Rocket? Thank you to the press who come from all over the world to communicate the story about our city and about our tournament. We're grateful, and to CBS, and lastly, to the fans who make it work. Thank you.
Thank you, Butch. Now, Jan Michael, if you come forward, please. Jan Michael, congratulations on a wonderful tournament. You ran into a very tough guy in the final, but you've had a great event.
Yeah, definitely. I have quite a few people to thank. Of course, my dad, who's my coach. I had great support this week with my family being here and a lot of friends. It was awesome. The fans out here were great. You guys kept me playing the whole time. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Buchholz brothers for putting on what is the best Masters Series event, and I think the other events have a lot to live up to. Give yourself another hand there. Definitely ran into a tough guy today. He didn't make any errors. I don't know what that was about. It's kind of amazing playing a guy who I looked up to so much in the finals of the event that I first came to. This is my first pro event as a spectator. So it's quite a memory for me, but I would like to have done better than those last 2 sets. God.
All right, thank you very much. Now to present the trophy to our runner-up. Mr. Jerry Boyks, the honorary chairman of the Ericsson Open, and Harry Koponen, the vice president of sales for North America for Ericsson mobile phones. Gentlemen.
Yeah, Michael, unfortunately somebody have to lose this game, and I think that you are enough young that we will see you later here, and you will Kay Crane here. Congratulations.
Andre. You may not be aware of it. Maybe it's the 4th time you've won this event. No other man has done that. Congratulations.
I have to tell you, there's only a few moments in your career where you really appreciate at the time, and this is a place I've always come here. I've always felt like I've played well, and I felt like I've had a shot, but beyond that, I've enjoyed it the whole time, from the second I stepped on the court, win or lose, to the second I left, and I feel like I'm living a dream, you know, and I'll spend the rest of my career working hard to give back just a little bit of what this great sport and these great fans have given to me, so thank you.
Andre, if this is a dream, don't wake up, okay? Just keep it going. What do you think this has done for American tennis's tournament with the youngsters coming up?
I tell you what, it was just so great to see Andy Roddick come out here and play so well this week, and unfortunately, he had to beat one of the greatest Americans and players of all time on the process. But Andy Roddick and Jan Mike, who's obviously established himself as a great competitor and somebody who's out here to win these tournaments, and I think there's a lot to look forward to.
All right, Andre, thank you very much. And present the trophy again, Harry, your champion, Andre Agassi.
On behalf of Ericsson, we would like to thank the players, the fans, the tournament staff, volunteers, everybody who has helped make this event so great, and especially I would like to thank you. This quite powerful numbers up there, what you put this great game together and give us some excitement. Congratulations and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2001 Ericsson Open Men's Singles Champion, Andre Agassi.
For the 4th time here and the 12th time in a Tennis Masters Series event, Andre Agassi lifts the trophy. That was the moment of victory. The two men together, the photographs that will be wired all around the world, and we can show you the statistics of the match, which in the end were very overwhelming. Agassi, I mean...
he fell off terribly.
76%
He whiz. Started out at 83 in the first set, and maybe it was the sun in his eyes or something that he tumbled to 76. Gee, that's incredible.
27 winners to the 17 unforced errors. Gambill, who played so well in that first set, just fell away. His first serve percentage went right down, and the unforced errors came in. He had a deficit of 7 at the end. So that just about wraps up the second of the Tennis Masters Series events of 2001. It's been a particular pleasure working with Bud Collins for the first time.
And with you, David. I hope you have a great Monte Carlo.
Yes. We look forward, of course, the next phase of the Tennis Masters Series. The first phase has been dominated by Andre Agassi. He's won the hardcourt titles in Indian Wells and in Miami. Now, though, we move to the clay, to Monte Carlo and Hamburg and Rome, with Monte Carlo starting in 2 weeks' time on the 16th of April. Just remains for me to thank everyone who's put this coverage together, all our great production team headed by executive producers Steve Mayer and Tim Kowalski and director Dominic Gresse. This is David Mercer saying thanks for your company. See you in Monte Carlo on the 16th of April.